concept in the cell structure, and that is the cell wall. Basically, in the cell there are three important structures, that is the cell membrane, the cytoplasm and the nucleus. So for example, if I am drawing this cell, this is the nucleus, this is known as the cytoplasm, this is known as the cell membrane, and this is known as the brain, which is the nucleus. Now this was the case of the plant cell, or we can say the animal cell, either of these. But specifically in the plant cell, they have one more additional membrane outside the plasma membrane, that is known as the cell wall. So you should all know the other name of cell membrane is the plasma membrane, and in plant cells they have additional layer outside this cell membrane, which is known as the cell wall. So you should know it is outside the plasma membrane, not inside it. Now when we talk about the cell membrane, it is actually outside the plasma membrane, and it is actually thick as compared to the cell membrane. When it is thick, so it does not allow much of the substances to come into the cell, and substances go out of the cell. So it is basically more thicker than the cell membrane. The next feature of this cell membrane is that it is made up of dead substances, or we can say it is basically a non-living cell membrane, or it is a non-living cell wall. It does not have any living substances. The third feature is that it is made up of cellulose. So the composition of cell wall is that it is made up of non-living substances and cellulose. But in examinations point of view, in any examination, if you need to write or need to ask what is the composition of cell wall, you will always say it is made up of cellulose. So this was the features of the cell wall. Let us discuss the major functions of cell wall. Now when we talk about the functions of cell wall, the first category you should know that there are three types of conditions. Like one is hypotonic condition, hypertonic and isotonic. All these three conditions related to osmosis. Osmosis is basically the transfer of water from outside to the inside of the cell, or from inside to the outside. Generally it takes place from higher concentration to lower concentration. Now whenever there is osmosis, there are three types of conditions which develop. That is the hypotonic, the hypertonic and the isotonic. To understand all these three, there is a separate video offered by Abhyas Online, but now we will discuss the category of hypotonic. Because in hypotonic solutions, the first function of the cell wall relates to the hypotonic. So basically in hypotonic solution, the cell takes up the water. Now this is the cell, it will take up water, that is H2O, from outside. Now when it takes up water from the outside environment, it will swell up. Now when it swells up, it will have additional pressure inside the cell. So that is why we need an additional membrane outside the cell to tackle this additional pressure. Because if this additional pressure is not tackled by any membrane, then the cell will burst. So that is why when the plants are in the open environment, they are in the environment which is almost open to the sun, to various types of atmospheric pressure, it needs to have additional membrane to keep the plant cell very strong. That is why this membrane is found only in plant cell. So this was the first condition to tackle or to make the cell wall, to give the cell wall very strength, to tackle this air pressure because of the solution of hypotonic or the condition of hypotonic. The next function of this membrane is to give the strength. It provides stability and it provides strength to the plant cells. The third function of this membrane is that it prevents the cell from drying. That means because there is water inside the cell, in this condition, and the water will not go outside the cell because the membrane is thick. That is why it prevents the cell from drying. It is actually very important because whenever there is sun throughout the day in the open, and the plants are also in the open, so there are more chances of evaporation and transpiration. So to prevent all these processes, the cell wall is present in the plant cells to help to prevent the cell from drying up. Also it gives us energy, it gives us strength to the plant cell, and it makes it a very strong force, a very strong pressure inside the membrane, inside the cell, because in the condition of hypotonic. So these were the function and these were the features of the cell wall, which is another component found only in the plant cells. So these three were present in both plant cell in animal cell, but in plant cells we have additional feature known as the cell membrane. So this was the concept on the cell membrane.